Sorry about that, y'all. Anyway, sorry about that. It was, some stuff. I got you, Tracy. Tracy texted me like, "You good over there?" I'm good, child. I was trying to restart it, but it on my end it didn't look like it was restarting the intro because I actually have a call into Royal Caribbean right now because I wanted to ask them something. So then I was just trying to look something up on the website. So let me get into it. For those of you that are booked on the cruise, and for those of you that are booked on the cruise, you should have this information already. Check your email. You should have this information already. But for those of you who, for whatever reason, you don't see your email, you didn't find your email, whatever, maybe they forgot to send you an email. Let me share this updated information for you, which we kind of told you guys that this was going to happen. But for those of you, let me share my screen so you can see this is what was sent. Cajun, stop. Stop doing that. Stop. And when you don't know what I'm saying, stop about, I'll call you when I get off of here and tell you what I'm saying. Stop. All right. Let me share. Okay. This is the information that was sent out today. Again, if you don't have it, I know that's small. I'm about to read it to y'all. If you don't have it, you should have the email if you don't have it already. I'm going to read it to you guys. So this came from Royal Caribbean today. It says, about your upcoming travels. Dear guests, we are looking forward to welcoming you on board the Freedom of the Seas. As you prepare for your vacation, we wanted to share an update to your February 11th, 2027 itinerary. We review all of our sailing plans and made an adjustment to the ports of call we will visit. Instead of visiting Labadee, which is Haiti, we will now enjoy a stop at Grand Turks in Turks and Caicos. We'll arrive at 8 a.m. and depart at 5 p.m. We're sorry for any inconvenience this may cause. Your safety is our top priority. We appreciate your understanding. Both our app and website will be updated to reflect the new itinerary in the next few days. And then, of course, it tells you what some of the shore excursions are. So the shore excursions for Grand Turk will include if you've already paid for something, they'll reschedule, and I'm sure they'll make whatever adjustments they need to make. And you'll be refunded if they can't, they let you know if you've already booked something in Labadee, you'll either be refunded or to rebook something comparable. Philly John said, this is what I was waiting for. We told you guys that we probably weren't going to Haiti, but obviously I couldn't say for sure because I don't work for Royal Caribbean. So I could not for sure say that we're not going to Haiti. I'm glad that they made the announcement before the final payment is due. So what I was trying to get in touch with Royal Caribbean, but I didn't want to carry over too much into El Teddy's time. But what I was trying to find out from Royal Caribbean, they have like a 15-minute wait, which I'm sure a lot of people are calling. A lot of people are getting this email and they're calling. So the first thing I want to say is to the people who have already booked, if this is a problem for you, please give me a call. Let's talk about it. If for whatever reason, let's say you've been to Grand Turk 20 times, you're like, I don't want to go. I done been there before. Let's talk about it. Okay. If you really just don't want to do it and you want to cancel, I 100% understand. I ain't gonna never tell nobody what to do with their money, right? If you are one of the people that did not want to go to Haiti and you were kind of on the fence and you were like, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. Guess what? You can still go. The ship is not sold out. You can book today. You can call them today and you can book your cruise. What I was trying to do, and if I'm able to get in touch with Royal Caribbean and if I'm able to do this, I will give y'all that update. But I just didn't want to, like I said, I didn't want to keep holding up. I didn't want to keep holding up the progress of like I said, El Teddy, he goes live at 5. But the cruise is February the 11th, the weekend of the Super Bowl. The weekend of the Super Bowl, February 11th, it's that Thursday through Monday. So it's the Thursday through Monday. Leaving out of Miami. Here it is right here. Hold on. I'm trying to put my flyer up. So for those of you that were waiting on this information, call today and book, okay? Now, what I was trying to do was see if I could get some more rooms added to my inventory. Since they've changed the itinerary, I was going to see if maybe they would give me a new set of rooms that people could call and just book out of my own inventory. And they, trying to see if they would give me a price. I'm waiting for them to call me back. If I get that information, I will give you a call. If I'm able to get them to give me an update and like, oh yeah, well, you might have some people interested. We're going to give you 10 rooms. And if you got, 2 weeks to try to lock them in, but you can always call on your own and book the room. You need to call. Oh, I'm sure you worked the Super Bowl. I'm sure, Ro. But baby, we're going to do this. So you got to make it to another cruise, another trip. We're going to do this. Shoot, we might come out for your event. We might come out there depending on when it is. So here's the information. The group number is right there at the top. Now, obviously the itinerary, I have to update this flyer and the itinerary is changing from Labradee, Haiti, but that's our group number 9923946. You call that 800 number right there on the flyer. Y'all take a picture of this. I know the writing is a little small, but take a picture of it if you're interested in going on the cruise. Call that 800-465 number. What's Lord short? 3595. You choose option number 5. That's going to be the group sales number. Choose option number 5. And when they get on the line, give them the group number and say you want to book with this group. Let me say this to you guys. I want to be very clear on something. And this is what I was telling Cajun. And I'll tell you when I get off here, Cajun. Right now, Royal Caribbean is running a sale. And it's a good sale. I get your money. It's a good sale. But I want y'all to be very careful. Call that number. If you want to be a part of the group with us, you have to still book it through group sales. They are running a really good sale. Let me share the screen with y'all now. I'm going to share this is Royal Caribbean. But be careful and make sure that about the refunds being... Ask about the fine print. Is the refund non-refundable? Will I still be able to add? Will I be able to add in, am I going to be a part of the Tribe Bowl 2.0 group, or is it going to be separate? So ask the right questions. I'm not saying... I will, Ro. I'm going to send you the information and then I'll keep you in the loop. Absolutely, I will. But when you call, just make sure y'all are asking the right questions about deposits. If the deposit is refundable or non-refundable, and are you going to be a part of our group? Because I would hate for y'all to be on the ship and y'all on the ship with us, but y'all are not a part of anything that's going to be happening with our actual group. You know what I'm saying? So hold on, let me share my screen, child. Child, y'all know I can't do 2 things at one time right now. If you go to the Royal Caribbean website, which is what I did, because I was waiting for them to call me and they haven't. I do not have a quote of a price for y'all. But if you go on their website and you put in, you see 4-night, Eastern Caribbean, Freedom of the Seas, that's the trip. It still says Labradee, Haiti on their website, so don't worry about that. They probably can't update it, till midnight or whatever. But you see the dates, February the 11th through the 15th. You see this price right here, it says $430. Remember, when you are looking on the website, remember, first of all, it's going to always start with the interior. And remember, that's the single price. So you got to double that price. So you see the balcony is $561, suite $965. Now, let me be clear. These are still very good prices, but I don't want y'all think y'all about to book this cruise for $430. Double that. Because these prices, when they put them on the website, because of course they want to make them look good, they base that off of... It's based off of 2 people being in a room. So that would be $430 per person. So if you don't have a roommate, double that. If you have a roommate, then that's your price. $430. Okay. An outside view, $448. Again, double it if you buy yourself. A balcony, $561. Again, double it if you buy yourself. And that's the suite price, $965. Again, double it if you are by yourself. Now, these are some really great prices. I want to be very honest with y'all. This is what the website says, because right now, Royal Caribbean is running a sale. They've been running it, for a couple of days now. So go to their website. Trying to get to the top. It's called the All-In Sale. You see right here where it says up to $850 off. Your third and fourth guest sale free, up to $100 off on anything in 2026. So you know our cruise is in 2027. So when you call them, ask them what the price is for this trip. You could call that number I gave y'all. Call the group sales number, give them our group number, and then ask them what the price is going to be, whether you want an interior room, an outside room, a balcony. Now, the payment is, the final payment is due by November the 28th. By November the 28th is when the final payment is due. I think for those of y'all that were on the fence, for those of y'all that were like, I really want to go, but I don't know how I feel about Haiti, now is the time. I had about 4 or 5 of y'all that told me I would go on the cruise if it wasn't going to Haiti. Well, guess what? We're not going to Haiti. We're going to Grand Turks and Caicos. Okay. So I'm gonna say now is the time. And those prices, baby, I don't know how much longer they're gonna run that sale, because they've been running that sale for a couple of days now, for at least 3 days, maybe even 4. They've been running that sale. So it may not be too much longer. So I would, and the deposit, what when it was a group, through my group, the deposit was $200. So again, I don't know today if you call what, I don't know what they're going to tell you guys, but it was $200. You can always call today, get them to hold that room so you can lock in that price. And if you need a few days, I think you can lock it in for 48 hours, either 48 or 72 hours. So you can always call them, say, hey, I want to go on this cruise. I want a balcony room. I'm going to call with the deposit tomorrow. I think it's 48 hours. They'll hold it without a deposit. So that way, if you need time to call some people, find a roommate, move some money, whatever, you can do that, but you can lock in that price. So again, the sale might end at midnight tonight. So if you really are interested in going on that cruise, please, 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 I want to see you guys there. Y'all know our goal is 50 rooms. We got 33. Now, I ain't seen anybody yet that's already booked on the cruise that's mad about going to Grand Turk. I don't see nobody that's mad about us going to Grand Turk. So I think we good as a group. I ain't seen nobody say, really, I'm canceling because I don't want to go to Turks and Caicos. Okay. With that being said, you guys, I don't want to step on El Teddy's feet too much longer. I just needed to give y'all that update. If you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram. Y'all know how to, slide into my DMs, or email me if you need to talk to me if you don't already have my phone number. I ain't gonna put it out here publicly, but if you don't already have my phone number, hit me up and hit me up on IG or email me so I can give you a call. Okay. But please, 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 y'all, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited that they've changed the itinerary because, again, I did have people that was like, I don't want to do Haiti. So come on through. All right. And we're leaving out of Miami. Everything else is the same. Nothing else has changed other than the destination. Okay. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. I might see y'all later. I'm not sure. Maybe we need to come back and talk about Uncle Nearest, child. I feel like we might need to talk about Fawn Weaver. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.